My name is Dr. Kwane Watson. Been a practicing dentist for over 24 years. I'm the CEO of Kare Mobile. Kare Mobile is a mobile dental services that provides comprehensive dental services directly to your door. And we currently operate in about 4 different states. Yeah, so for me as a practicing dentist, I realized that access to oral health care was a problem. It was definitely a problem more in urban communities and rural communities, where I noticed that these individuals were having to wait months to get into offices. And so I started my business as a mobile application first to connect patients to dentists for same-day treatment, trying to eradicate dental deserts. We pivoted the company into actually being a mobile dental service provider, so that these individuals didn't have to travel hours to go find somebody that will actually serve them. And so that was where it came from. So I believe if you don't create industry and business for yourself and for your own community, then those communities will have limited access to actual different services. And so it was very important for me to always put things in our communities that were needed so that we didn't have to go outside of them to receive similar and equitable services. Yeah, well, we represent, 13+% of the country, but unfortunately, we probably represent a fraction of that when it comes to entrepreneurship or ownership. And so a lot of times we're more of a consumer than actually an entity that actually has economic power. And it's important for us to actually have ownership so that we have things that we can pass on to future generations, and that all stems from ownership. Family-wise, I think I was probably the first entrepreneur in my family, but if I really think back, my grandmother, who probably only went to 10th grade, was really an entrepreneur because she went and bought up all the land in Cato, Arkansas from all the other family members, and she did that on a housekeeper's salary. As far as mentors in our community, people like Dr. Sherry Babbage, Dr. Madeline Hicks are all people that inspired me to have ownership in a dental practice and to take it to the next level. Mentors are critical. Do as many accelerators as possible. The accelerators teach you a lot of things in regards to unit economics, cost of goods, all the things you need to consider, customer acquisition costs when you're trying to start a business. And that information will help you be more successful in your business and open doors to people that will be able to provide you resources to get customers, which is very critical. I think if you're a true entrepreneur, we're always nervous about, what tomorrow could have in store for you. But I think the longer that you're in entrepreneurship, you get used to that risk. And I think if all your risks are calculated, then it's not as scary because you're doing something that you believe in. And as long as you believe in it, failure is just an opportunity to pivot once again. So I don't look at it as a negative. Yeah, I would say, especially now as I'm getting busier and my days consist of more and more meetings, I have to get up earlier and earlier to just try to get through the previous day emails. I usually take the first hour of my day to just kind of think about and organize what I want to accomplish. Every day I try to accomplish 3 new things, right? And so I write those things down and I try to get through those 3 things today, regardless to all the things that are going to come up during the day that I might have to pivot and not be able to handle. So I wouldn't think I think about my legacy often, but I do think about my legacy in the standpoint of more from a standpoint of mission. So if your mission is your legacy, then my mission is to solve a problem that is a huge problem in the country that others choose to shy away from. And so for me, my legacy is eradicating oral health disparities. And I think we can do it with Kare Mobile.